Hi, everyone. So let's do a collective message just to capture the daily energy. I have 4 oracle decks that I'm going to work with, and then we'll get into the tarot. But I have my homemade chakra cards, which I like to do to read your energy. Then I have a Lenormand, a self-care oracle deck, and then I have ancestor messages that I have channeled from before the reading. So we're going to start with a chakra card just to see if there's a specific chakra energy we're meant to be working with. So we pulled the throat chakra and it says contemplative. So you could be really thinking right now. Your throat chakra is not just a chakra of communication. It's also our the way that we think and the ways that we communicate to ourselves and our ideas. It's sort of like the swords in tarot. So, but it looks like your throat chakra. I like this color particularly. I hope you can see it. It's kind of dark in here. I don't have a lot of natural light today. But that is a really good shade of blue for your throat chakra. So I like that for you as far as whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're contemplating, I feel like you could be headed in the right direction. So let's get one Lenormand card. We have the mountain. So the mountain can be about blockages or obstacles. And so this may be what you're contemplating as you realize that you're stuck, that maybe you are at an impasse right now, maybe you are at a stalemate right now, and that could be the thing that you are contemplating at this time. So for our self-care, we have change a bad habit. And it says kill a bad habit, drinking, overeating, or anything else not serving you. So this is very specifically saying drinking or overeating, but certainly it's going to be different for everybody. But that could be the thing that you're contemplating. Have you been feeling lately like you are stuck in a bad habit, or you can't shake a bad habit, or perhaps a bad relationship or a bad job or a bad boss? Make this part make sense for you. But it does feel like there's something standing in your way, and it's directly connected to some kind of something in your life that is not serving you. But I can see that you've been thinking about it, and your throat chakra is very balanced and very healthy to be in an environment for you to be able to do that, to think about that. Oh, and then look at that. Then we have success. I also can't help but notice the writing on this card is orange, and so is this. So I feel like these are linked together through that orange color. Which I feel is showing me, it's more evidence that whatever you're thinking about in terms of breaking this habit or getting out of whatever this is that doesn't serve you, is that you will have success in overcoming this mountain, that it's not insurmountable. It feels like you will be able to tackle this habit or problem. So that's what we have so far, but let's get into the tarot. To say, oh, wow, okay, we'll take it. 10 of Cups just flew out. King of Pentacles. Death. Page of Cups. Underneath, 8 of Cups, 8 of Swords, Page of Wands, Ace of Swords. Wow, look at that. Underneath everything is the 10 of Swords. Now this is putting an irreversible end to something, which I suspect is this habit or this thing, this environment, this person, whatever this is that you have been contemplating because you feel it's standing in your way. I see you putting a complete and final and irreversible end to that. And that's where your success will come. Once you put an end to this bad habit, you will climb that mountain, you will have the success. So whatever you are thinking about, whatever you are contemplating right now is the right direction, is what this is telling me. So you're being asked to focus. So the 10 of Cups is often my card of family. So make this part make sense for you. So you could be dealing with a family member or someone that you have a family member or someone that you share a family with, someone perhaps you have children with, someone perhaps you are married to or built a home with, or make this part make sense for you. But that 10 of Cups is generally my card for family. And this is asking you to find something else, seek something else. So For example, if you've been in a long-term relationship, this could be saying that there could be something else better for you out there somewhere else. The Ten of Cups can also be a card of happiness and joy and playfulness and enjoying each other. But I'm also getting it with the Eight of Cups in your focus area, which is confirming to me that the cards are asking you to maybe take some time off. The Eight of Cups doesn't necessarily have to be a permanent break, but then we see the Ten of Swords, which makes me think this is a permanent break. But the cards are saying that it might be time for you to have fun somewhere else, live in the moment with this Eight of Cups, be even single for a while, if that's what that means, because perhaps this situation, this Ten of Cups coming right in with something that is not serving you, it feels like whatever maybe once made you happy or you thought was going to make you happy, it's not actually fulfilling you and making you happy. And it's actually standing in the way of your success. So the cards are saying for you to really kind of think about what else might be out there. Your challenge position is the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. So I can see that this whole idea of moving on from whatever this is, if it is a habit of over drinking or overeating, if it is a job, if it is a relationship, if it's a friendship, whatever it is that you're contemplating moving on from, it makes you feel really unstable and even a little bit limited or scared when you think about doing it. Like you don't feel super empowered in your King of Pentacles energy because this is in your challenge position. So it feels like perhaps there's a self-trust issue here, that you may feel like you can't invest in yourself, that you may need this person, this situation, this habit, whatever it is, that you feel like you're not strong enough to do it. The Eight of Swords can be limiting beliefs where you could say, well, I don't know how to stop drinking, or I don't know how to break up with this person, or I don't know how to find a new job with the Eight of Cups. So that's what this is saying. These two eights are really saying you are being asked to focus on moving on, but you're limiting yourself from being able to do that. So there is this message of you really trying to, there's a message to really shift into that energy. And I do see the Death card here, which I love, which we're going to get to. But I feel like you need to shift your perspective or shift your energy or alter something about the way that you go about this situation, or alter something about the way that you try to quit this habit or quit this job or find a new job or leave this person. Make it make sense for you. But it feels like there just has to be a shift from this Eight of Swords to this Eight of Cups, because you are being asked to focus on this Eight of Cups. This message that's coming through is very similar with the Death card, because the Death card is saying that the cards are imploring you to go through this transformation, and the transformation is really upon you, because we wouldn't see the Death card if it wasn't. So it feels like this change is coming, and I love that there's these two pages here, because I feel like there is a fresh start for sure, because the pages are about potential. The Page of Cups can be your inner child, and in this case, I think this is your inner child. It's a time for you to really connect with your inner child and ask your inner child if this situation that's standing in your way and is a bad habit, ask your inner child if they want you to continue doing that, if they want you to stay in a toxic job, if they want you to stay in a toxic relationship, if they want you to keep drinking. And I think that's the message coming through, that if you see yourself through your inner child's eyes, it might be the last shift you need to really go through this transformation, this irreversible change, this idea where you won't even recognize yourself, because the King of Pentacles showed up. The King of Pentacles doesn't need anybody, doesn't need a toxic boss, doesn't need a toxic partner, doesn't need to drink to escape. The King of Pentacles is here, but it's your challenge. So I know that this is you deep down, but you're having trouble accessing your King of Pentacles because you're stuck in this Eight of Swords limited belief about yourself. So there is this opportunity here for you to be aware of your stability, aware of your strengths, and really grow. Death card is always about growing. I see another person here, though, showing up as the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is also someone with a lot of potential. So I see this match here, right? I see these two pages. This one is you. This one is someone else. And so I really feel like there is this potential for someone else in your environment. And so if you are leaving a group of people or a job or a relationship, it feels like there's someone right around the corner who's more of a vibrational match for you because you're both showing up as pages. And that's not to say pages, I don't read pages as being immature or younger. I don't read them that way. I read them as potential, and you guys match each other as far as your potential goes. So there is this combination with these two together. There is this charming kind of combination. To me, it just feels graceful and kind-hearted and playful and a good vibrational match. And I think that's where you're going, that you're leaving whatever this situation is, you're transforming, and then that's when this match can really come in, whether it's a great job, a great friendship, a great romantic relationship, because the Ace of Swords is saying that's your truth. That's your truth. This new thing that's trying to come in, it feels like that one is the truth. And I do think, especially with the Page of Wands and the Ace of Swords, that this is a really good time to start a new adventure anyway. So if you feel like you're on this other side of this mountain right now, with whatever this toxic situation is, picture yourself on this side of the mountain right now. This new playful, energetic, new adventure, high vibing match is on this side of the mountain. But this is just saying, I don't think it's going to be as detrimental as you think, that you have to climb this whole mountain to get there. I think it's really the mountain, the metaphorical mountain, is you looking at yourself and trusting yourself that you can leave this situation. You do not need this. Whatever is making you feel tied to it, you don't need it. And those are your own limited beliefs. And I think that's maybe why we pulled contemplative, because you've been thinking about that. You're thinking, wait a minute, maybe I can do this on my own. Maybe I don't need this toxic situation. Maybe I can transform the way I look at myself. And then suddenly you'll have that success to climb that mountain, because that's what we said. It's not insurmountable. It's really just the way you look at yourself. And I think you're already contemplating that. And I see this potential outcome is your inner child is going to find that truth. And it looks like there's a new person standing right there. So there you go. That is our daily reading. Will you please let me know how this was resonant for you? Consider subscribing to the channel if you like my vibe, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.